Hello, my name is Dominic Underhallhouse and welcome to another episode of Moonbreaker. In today's video we're going to be looking at something that we haven't done a full dedicated list towards so far, and we're going to we've put it in a few lists, but we're going to try and make it work, and we are of course talking about the Furia combo. So what I've put together is this list here. So what we're starting off very easily with Astra as the corner piece of this. The reason for it is that we want to just be able to have other means of keeping us safe, and while Zax usually does quite well with board control, we've got a couple of things like Aegis Defense Dome, we've got Switchback that are a little bit more expensive, and then other things as well. So Taurian Guardian helps, but Tipu I'm going to try out as an actual sort of almost like a tech piece, mostly because in the last game that we played against Astra, who managed to play Tipu, give it into the breach, and then start just churning out value from that point forwards. And it only killed one thing, but it then was at a point where I don't think I could have dealt with it with my board. And I think the surprise Tipu is the best Tipu. So that's something that we're going to be working on doing, and all the while what we want to do is stick Furia in the back lines, either with Defense Dome, stitch with Patchy, you just get more and more and more power, more and more attack, and then if we need to, Fate Twisted Tantan, give her infinite accuracy, and just hit the opponent. So some of the things I'm trying are also a little bit different in this to start off with. Again, bring in Maximus to get some early damage, to try and put the opponent a little bit on the back foot so they're a little bit weakened. It means our Tipu can get hits off a lot easier. A couple of other 2-drops, we've got Deadeye in there as well. So Deadeye is like a backup Fate Twister Tantan. So if in a desperate situation we can't guarantee 100% accuracy with Furia trying to one-shot someone, we can go for at least plus 40, which is better than nothing. It might be the case that we have to take, say, a really long 50-50 shot to try and win the game, and that's better than a really long 10% shot to win the game. So I'm hoping that's not the case, but we'll try it. Another thing I wanted to try out as anti-aggro is actually Beatrice Enforcer. So the reason for this, a lot of it is the armor. So I've found that armor can actually be quite tough to deal with for certain lists. So if we've got an armor unit, even if it's slow, just blocking and you standing there holding things out. We've also got the fact that it's a really cool model. Actually, it's one of the ones that I really want to get down to painting. But Beatrice as a unit is something that's a bit of a brick wall, and that's what we're needing in here. So I'm thinking maybe put a Beatrice at the front, stick a Taurian Guardian next to it. How do you deal with that without, going a little bit all out? Again, we need to be a little bit more careful against assists, which is something I said in the last video, but all of this together, I think especially with the ability to into the breach certain things. So for instance, even just a Fate Twister Tantan when we get the turn we're about to Furia combo, Fate Twister Tantan, maybe take us from being safe, take them from being safe to unsafe in one turn. So let's give this a go. We'll see what we can put together. Again, I'm not sure how this is going to work, but I'm going to try my hardest to work towards the combo. So if we need to, we will pull Furia out, just hit someone, take out a unit in one shot if we have to, but that's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to leave her at the back until we can one-shot an enemy unit. So things that help us do that would be excellent. Again, Disruptor is probably better than Vortex for us in this list, because we want to be keeping our distance, but anything that can sort of keep that game going long, or even things like Orbital to help us clean out a few bits and pieces, I think would be very useful. And okay, so in the first time in 3 videos, this is an Extilior opponent, which I think could be quite interesting because he reduces damage, so we need to take that into account when we're using Furia. This is a really good opening hand for us as well, by the way. So, Escape Hatch is good, Plink is good, Reinforce is good, Stimburst good, Ion Storm, Vortex. This is a really good selection of assists. I think we might even go Escape Hatch because it's really good with Into the Breach, so we might be able to get a Tipu out. And then obviously Plink helps in the meantime. It also helps with Escape Hatch if we need to start toughening up our models. So they're playing a safe, so that must be a Maximus. Yeah, that's a Maximus. So I think what we're going to do here is just poke Maximus, and whoever this is, I feel sorry for you. Oh, their name's Leeds. I live in Leeds. But yeah, so can we get an angle? Minus 22%, so anything less? Minus 18. Let's just go for this, see what we can hit. I'm going to start using keyboard. Wow, we got the hit as well. And we got a target off of Into the Breach as well. So Beatrice is just going to move up to the front. The reason for that is that Beatrice doesn't take any damage from Maximus. So yeah, Maximus doesn't... Oh, the crit. The 10% chance to let him move again. So he's still fine. Like, Beatrice is slow. Extilior can move towards us. If he does, we'll just move back. And again, just keep taking pot shots. Next turn, if we get the ability on either of those, we're good. There's Teutonia. So again, we're going to keep plinking Maximus. Going to boost morale and see if we get... Yeah, we did get one of ours. Deadeye is one of the ones we wanted to hit as well, which is excellent. And then, so we don't know what they've got, so I'm actually going to move slightly forward when I do this, into the smoke, make it harder to hit me even if they are going to hit at all. And then next turn, in theory, we can play Tipu out, and then we can reduce the cost of Stitching with Patchy and give Tipu haste. So maybe I should have moved up here so we can get Tipu to take out Maximus. So this hopefully should be 0 damage, and we could even start growing Tipu as early as next turn. So they've got Escape Hatch as well. Aegis Sentinel, okay. That's going to be hard to deal with, because in theory they could just take out our Tipu. So Teutonia needs to move in order to get the lob, which also means that she might be... Okay, so she's just running over there. She can't lob anything into us. I feel like this might be another assist that looking at. This should be nothing. So we got 4% twice. Yep, nothing. Beatrice is already doing her job. So I think here, we either start poking Maximus and trying to finish him off, or we start poking Teutonia. The Sentinel we can just ignore, because it's just positioned somewhere that we don't really care about.
What is
So
this armor made of?
we can't get any line of sight onto Teutonia. Teutonia can get towards us. I think we want to deal with Tipu, to bring out Tipu. So let's just blink Maximus down as always. Can we get line of sight? We can. So let's get line of sight here. I actually think we're going to play it safe here and release the Ozos on ourselves, and then just shoot Maximus with 98% chance. There we go. So this is the one that's flechette, so it can't get anywhere near us over here. We're going to move down this side. I didn't mean to do that. Well, it hit the right target anyway. Stitching with Patchy is going to come into the smoke. And we're also just going to deploy Tipu as well. We will probably be giving Tipu into the breach to just start moving a little bit in the direction that we want. So, say over here. This makes it hard for Teutonia to get both in one shot. And if we move Beatrice this way, again, Beatrice is just our brick wall.
Uh-oh, something sounds imminent.
So, we're basically staying out of range. Yeah, so halfway across the battlefield, that's the line that we're drawing. Is this orbital in that case? We've tried to spread out as much as we could. I feel like they have to just drop orbital on these if they've got it. Maybe they can get all three, but... Yeah, so it's orbital. They got Deadeye and Tipu. So we're probably just moving Tipu across to heal it now.
Order up!
Yep, take 1 damage. And then Teutonia's obviously going to run back, probably this way into flechette range. It would be silly if they didn't, because we're going to start looking for more ranged characters here. So right now is when we really want to find Furia, because Furia can just start building towards ending this game. We've got everything we need to keep her safe for the meantime. So what are they deploying here? Okay, so yeah, because basically we've got everything we need to keep Furia safe. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know why I said that instead of counting. So they've got Antios Gauntlet. I don't think we're scared of him at all. I think we just start blinking probably Teutonia. Moving Stitchy and Patchy over here. Where's the range of this? So Nutrients range is actually quite close range, so it has to be about here. We do need to do Nutrient Syringe, so we can't... In fact, do we need to... Do they have anything really solidly ranged? No, so we can actually save Nutrient Syringe for a turn and just reinforce, try and find our combo pieces. I guess we boost morale on that.
Last one out is discharged.
Do we get any... No, got no ranged abilities here.
Beats being in a lab, huh?
So where does the flechette range reach to? It doesn't really show us. So can we get a long range shot on anything? So
we can work
there
with
we go.
that.
This will have to do. We got 1 damage out.
What
One
is
more
this
minute.
armor made of?
Again, Beatrice is going to move over here. We're spreading out preemptively for the next orbital, and we want to force Detonia back into their lines so they can hit 1 for damage here, move back again. With them having escape hatch and orbital and us having more ranged, this looks good for us. So I believe we should just be out of range of Flechette, but if we're in, we're in. We take 2 more damage, and we probably have to start blinking her back to health. So we do need to make sure Tipu gets up to 3 health before the next, 4 health before the next orbital, as well as Deadeye. But Deadeye being able to hit over here every turn is really useful, and Defense Dome probably just means orbital isn't that useful at all anymore, especially with Stitching McPatchy and Blink. Okay, so they're still out of range there, that's fine. We've got the Defense Dome.
My dad
So I
would
think we
not
just
approve.
boost morale. Defense Dome then costs 2, so we can do that and then we can heal over here.
Oh, me?
So I think we heal this. Even just move this. So, yeah, so here's the Flechette range, we can see it over there. So even just move that to... Let's keep moving down now, because now we can actually start forcing them to have to deal with us. So here we've got some very low chance shots. Take a ranged shot on that, 14%, whatever.
Want some
Do we have a need
Talus
for 2 Cinder? I guess we could Nutrient Syringe again.
What if we
Oh, we've
hurt
already used it.
feelings?
Okay, so in that case there's not really
Don't worry.
much else to do
the
apart from
tree
maybe play
gave us
Defense Dome, but I
these.
think we save the Defense Dome. Release the Ozos on ourselves. Excuse me.
Uh-oh. Something sounds imminent.
That didn't seem to increase that at all. And I guess we just blink over here. Actually, let's blink to heal. Stitchy can move back here, again, preemptively spreading out, and move back this way. I did try and click that in time, I'm not sure if it went off. I don't think it did, no. So again, we're plinking just to get out of orbital range to make sure we can do that every turn, so every time they orbital. And now we're looking at just taking advantage of our ranged. We're wanting to move Deadeye around so we can start poking things like Antius Gauntlet. Okay, Scattervine's a minor inconvenience at best. Beatrice is really good versus
Here's an
that.
idea. Stop
And if they're
attacking
spending
each
their
other.
turn sorting that out, then Tipu can get out of hand when we get in range of them. So, first thing we can do is just boost morale and play our free Aegis Defense Dome. So I think over here is about where we want it. We can start, moving into this sort of area. Get to reinforce.
Here comes trouble.
Switchback. So switchback is something we're going to keep a secret. They're still a turn away from their orbital, and we can still just give everything -1 damage.
Eyes open.
Deadeye can get
Behavior.
any line of sight on anything. Not reasonably. So I think we move over here.
Why was I programmed this way?
Use Stitching McPatchy to heal up over this side.
That should be obvious.
And then we're just going to start plinking again. So, in fact, can we get any line of sight?
My dad would not approve.
So she cannot get in range over there. Again, I think we move up to make them move back. And here we're just going to blink.
How about this?
And then lastly, let's move over here.
1 more minute.
Get another range attack in here.
How's your depth
And
perception?
let's play a switchback. So it takes 2 damage, but...
What?
Oh, the resources didn't go off. That's why our percent didn't increase. Maybe that was the previous turn. I'm not entirely sure. But I think we're in a really solid spot here. So we're not necessarily winning, but we're not losing either. We've got Plink, which will take us a long time. We really want to find our Furia, because Furia can just win this game for us, without a doubt. So they're reinforcing. Basically, we've got the same number of units available each, but ours do things and theirs don't. So we've got our... We don't have any sort of artillery here is the issue. We chose not to go for that approach. So basically we just need to find Furia to get this game ended.
Grenade.
Detonia needs to just slowly die. We're going to stay out of range of the Vachette. They've got their Stitching McPatchy, so we kind of need to work on Detonia sooner rather than later. And then next turn is their big AoE turn, so we are going to be moving everyone out of range of each other, healing up as much as we can. because, for instance, Beatrice is at risk of, say, that plus Detonia. Oh no, because it's only 1 and 2. Yeah, so our defense dome is going to really be difficult for them to deal with, especially if we put Beatrice in it and heal things up as well. So I don't know how well this is going to go for them from here. I'm actually tempted to try and get Switchback just to take out the Scattervine so we don't have to deal with like 5 of them. Yeah. So can we get... So we can get a decent shot with it. We're going to bring... Oh, can we not... There we go, we got the victory. I think they realised that between this and the amount of healing, they were just stuck in the corner, and I think they kind of just didn't have much to do. It was awkward. It wasn't quite, you know, how I wanted a game to go. We always like a bit more interaction, but it is what it is. So Furia's up to rank 2, Tauren Guardian up to rank 3. Oh, so no, not yet. On the next one, in rank 3, we get the Tauren Guardian profile image. That's something we might just have to be putting on there. Excellent. So we're again making progress on the reward track. This is going well. Let's try this again. So Furia combo. Let's play. So again, we didn't draw Furia there, but I think that was more a win based on our opponent's list and positioning. They only had Detonia that could really do much to us from range, other than a Snareling who, with most of our units, with the defense dome, with Beatrice for the armor, with Stitchy McPatchy and Plink, they were just going to die a very, very slow, very painful death. And I don't really see a way out of that for them. And I think that's a game where, obviously it was very slow, but had we had the Furia combo, that's where that would be taking them out of the equation. And it would have absolutely been the way that we win that game. So we've got Tauren Guardian's nice, Deadeye's good, Tifu's good. Okay, so we're going second, Beatrice Forcer. I like all this. Sarah and Astra, we don't really know what they're doing. We've already got ability to reinforce things. I think we're going to go Medical Recall and Orbital Strike, especially for playing things like Tifu. So, this is a good hand. We've got a chance of playing we've got 50-50 chance of playing a unit turn 1. And let's have a look at this. So, other than the absurdly luminous hair, which I'm not sure I'm personally the biggest fan of, not because I don't like the bright hair, it doesn't quite fit with the rest of the model. The rest of this looks gorgeous. I really like that. It's a good bit of time and effort put into that. So well done to Red Strife. That's a nice looking model. Yeah, Maximus, unsurprisingly, is on the battlefield. We get our Deadeye. So here we are just going to do the same old thing that most people do and run away. Play our free Deadeye. So there's a chance to beat over here, but it's a very low chance. We've got Medical Recall, they've got Plink. These almost cancel each other out every 3 turns. So they do 3 damage a turn, we can heal a crew every 3 turns. So it doesn't as much do our commander. We've got Stitch McPatchy in the list. Oh, they got the hit as well. That was a kind of an optimistic one from them, but getting the hit there is so unfortunate for us. Because it means we've got no chance of plinking it back a little, I suppose is the best way of putting it. So we've got 2 Cinder this turn. We can play Beatrice Enforcer, but again, the best thing to do in every turn is just boost morale. We can still play Beatrice Enforcer, which means next turn we can play one of our big ones. I think, given the way this works, we want to be playing Tauren Guardian next turn, but we'd rather just save the Cinder each turn anyway. So let's go for a shot here. I think we might be... Oh, this is 19%. I should have looked at that first.
Let me go next.
I think there's a good chance we're losing to Plink here. But we can play Beatrice Enforcer here and just start forcing Maximus to come towards a unit that it can't actually deal with. So it obviously can crit. It's a real thing. It happens. But yeah, so this is absolutely fine because I'm sure Maximus used to be hit rather than now damage. Yeah, so now Maximus is stuck. We've potentially got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage onto it next turn. Astra doesn't do anything to it anyway. I don't know why they're trying. Plink it. Go on, Plink it. Make it the trifecta of 3 things you've done in a turn that don't affect my model. I sound like an arse saying that. Like,
It's their special day.
Shrapnel. Okay, Shrapnel's difficult for us to deal with. Yeah, they did. Okay, 3 things in a turn that don't affect our our game plan. We can't actually get in range of Maximus, which is frustrating. We're actually slightly out. Is this a Vortex or a Disruptor? Disruptor would make sense. Vortex would not. Yeah, that's fine.
Eyes open, tails behaving.
So, Beatrice just needs to slowly advance, but we want to stay out of
Nice and
Maximus range. So, again, this gives them a decent range shot, so we want to kind of hide back here.
we'll get snacks soon.
We'll do our attack, 57%, not bad. Yeah, we got it. We can get Astra up here
The tree gave
for a
us
ranged
these.
attack as well, which we also hit. We know that they don't have any big AoEs and things, so please be Torian. Yes, Torian Guardian is exactly what we wanted here. So I think we're just going to run Torian straight towards... Actually, let's go Torian about... Who do you want to protect more? In fact, who you want to protect is Torian, but let's go here. So it makes Beatrice harder to hit.
Beats being
And this is good for us. So next turn we can reduce Tipu's costs for 1, takes down to 2, so we can potentially play Tipu and charge Tipu. So if Maximus gets too near, there's a very reasonable chance that we can just kill Maximus with Tipu and start growing things out. Okay, so he's going to move again. Yeah, so we can't quite get to him this turn, that's fine. But then Shrapnel can't do anything either. But we've got Orbital to kill him next turn, so depending on where they play a unit, we might be able to get 2, possibly 3 in the Orbital. And then if our Deadeye gets too low, we can just bring her back, as in recall her, put her back on the battlefield. Recall is much better with Astra than with other captains. So what have we got here? Yeah, this is the right place to put it.
When you call,
So it's their
I
Torian
come.
Guardian. Okay. And then Flink. We are probably just going to be returning Deadeye to our hand next turn.
Never gets old.
Safe. Although there's not that much they can do regardless.
Perfect form.
But
takes
Maximus
sweaty
dies here.
practice.
Yeah, there's no way we can get 2 there, we can get 2 here, we can never get 3. Just go for the one that kills something.
My favorite.
Glorious fools.
We can get a... What's the lowest percent? Minus 30 here. So
This is good.
we do want to be casting Boost Morale first.
Want some
Get our range
Talus
attack
fruit?
here. Yeah, we missed, that's fine. We'll make sure we run medical recall her before we forget.
Excellent.
Astra down. I don't think Astra had any ranged options
requires
here.
teensy breaks.
Nope. Torian Guardian's going to come
Could
down,
we throw
protect
this
Beatrice.
into that thing?
And then we're going to bring our Deadeye down, who is already free actually, come to think of it. In fact, does that mean... Where can we place Tipu? There? No, that's not going to work. So we just...
Don't worry. The
There's
tree
Deadeye over
gave us
here.
these.
And let's see, can we actually haste something that's already
Just like
been... that's already attacked? We can.
Quietly.
Ozos yourself, get your range attack here.
We need this.
Didn't work, but that's fine. So you can actually bring something back and attack again, it looks like. So that's really useful to know. Maybe we should have gone up here actually and tried to get an
What?
attack there. So this is going to be our slow advance. This is going to be our sort of flank, and we're probably just going to be moving backwards to Deadeye every time.
Sure, sure.
Yeah, with this is a hard to deal with center point. They can just slowly move. I'm trying to think what we've got. We need more activated abilities, I think, in this list. But we still haven't seen Furia, so next turn we're probably just reinforcing. But we need to start chipping away at things here. We've obviously got our Tipu finisher, but we need to find a way to deal with Shrapnel. And that might just be Tipu in the end. Beatrice is doing a great job of just tanking things because they just don't want to shoot her. It's not that she can't be shot or anything, but they just don't want to do anything with her. Yeah, you've just given that haste. Get our
Gonna
blink
try
going.
this.
They've got Disruptor, so they can potentially move. Oh, they can't. They're out of range for the haste. And they've got no Cinder left anyway.
Come on, I'm having fun.
So they could Disrupt it here, but I don't think that's correct. We're just
Not a
going to
waste.
boost
Good
morale to make
ammo.
Tipu free, but we're also going to draw an additional unit. Stitching Patchy is perfect. So does the 40% accuracy stack? It does. Amazing. So these are actually better. Deadeye's better than I thought. So we can start by just poking Jailbreak and running away a little. Astra can't really do anything on any of these. So is there a a lesser reduction anywhere. That's a bit less, so try that. 6%, not good at all, but better than nothing. And then I think Beatrice runs over here.
Perfect
Taurian
form
Guardian,
takes sweaty practice.
I think does the same.
Anywhere for you.
And then, honestly, I think we just need to save Tipu for later turns. So there's nothing else to do here. Pass it. Again, because we're the ones with orbital and they're not, I'm okay with bunching up. They can disrupt us, but that's kind of what we want them to do. And as it stands at the moment, we're getting a few pot shots here and there. Shrapnel isn't doing anything. So we're not doing too bad. We still haven't drawn our Furia, and that's going to be our big win con in a game like this, I think. Because I think we're controlling the board fairly well. We can't deal with theirs, they can't deal with ours, but we're getting more shots in than they are. See, now they've done this, we can just move up here and start trying to be that inconvenience that we feel like we need to be. Moving Torian, I think, might be a mistake unless they move Jailbreak with her. Yep, that's fine. And again. So now with Deadeye, we're going to be putting the accuracy on himself again and going after Taurian Guardian rather than Jailbreak, because Taurian Guardian is the thing making everything tankier. You know, not in terms of damage it takes, but percentage of hits is so much lower. And then one more turn, we've got Medical Recall anyway. Broken Vengeance. Okay. Yeah, these blinks are still happening. That's fine.
Uh-oh. Something sounds imminent.
So this is really close, but they're doing really well with their positioning. Disruptor's only helpful for us here, I think. There's no situation in which we want things to be any closer to these because they can't hit anyway. Yeah, I don't think this matters. I think if anything, it's given us a new spot to run away and hide in.
Huh. Both
Yeah, because
ends
this
are
doesn't
pointed.
help, this doesn't help.
This is
Astra can't do much. Deadeye's the only one with any relevance here, and Deadeye can only just get a line of sight on that. So what's our chance there? 50, so again, Ozo's ourselves. Get a 90% chance now. We will boost morale. I hope this doesn't hit. Yeah, so it can hit separate units. Fate Twister Tantan. That is going to be good here in this situation. So I think we still put Beatrice at the front.
Could we
Taurian Guardian keeping him safe.
Stay close.
Astra just wants to take a pot shot. Realistically, probably just at
Alice first.
Broken Vengeance.
How's your
It
depth
missed, that's fine. And then we need to get something out here. So, it's probably just Tipu, and bring Tipu right at the back. And see if we can make them come for Tipu, and then potentially give Taurian Guardian and Tipu a joint attack on Shrapnel. But this is our front line at the moment. We just need to find Furia. Like, this is exactly the situation Furia's for. We had like 5 turns with nothing going on. That would be plus 15 attack on Furia. She's nearly at lethal already. And again, because we've got Stitchy McPatchy that they don't know about, we can just start healing Astra, so Plink is irrelevant. But what we want to do is make them Plink as much as possible. Yeah, so this is all fine. Again, we can actually get to the point where we can hit Taurian Guardian consistently with multiple units soon. And that's what we're aiming for next. So again, this is a 0% chance.
Optical sensor fritzed.
They're just wasting time there. And then we're 1 turn away from orbital, so we just need to get 2 damage onto Taurian Guardian for that orbital to be relevant. It looks like they're building towards that. And then Astra's going to be poking at Broken Vengeance constantly.
Did I trigger something?
Again, I feel like they're going to forget. So we can actually deal consistent damage. So they've got Esley, that's fine. So here I think we just play Stitchy and start ticking up. So can we get a little sight anywhere? The answer to that is probably no. So if anything, we just want something that can run through here. We've only got 1 unit that costs mana on the bridge, so we just boost that.
Join us. Seriously, join us.
Head over here. Ozo's ourselves. Get the 2 damage on Taurian Guardian.
Every day's full body day.
Again, these just
Perfect form.
can't quite get in range of anything. Neither can Tipu, but I think Tipu can start running up here. Stay out of Broken Vengeance's way. We can stick Torian Guardian up here. Beatrice can come over this side. And then, I honestly, as funny as this is, I think we just play Stitchy McPatchy, haste Stitchy, and have Stitchy heal us. And then Tantan can go next turn, so we just reinforce. Do we get Furia? No, we've got Maximus. So let's leave this. Once we've dealt with Torian Guardian, we can just go a lot quicker into dealing with things like Broken Vengeance.
Eyes are up here.
So again, this is an okay attack. We don't really care that much. Unless they go all out and find a way to kill Tipu this turn, we're going to heal him more than they damage, and then we've got Orbital going. Because they need to get one more damage on him on top of the Plink, and we can just heal him next turn. Still fine. Like, whatever. Yep. Because Tipu's going to be an issue eventually if we can keep healing him. They've reinforced.
Get some revenge.
What are they doing now? Is this going to be a switchback? Go on, play it right there. Yeah, Jailbreak can move. Esdley's probably better be moving somewhere. Okay, I think over here. Interesting. And then they're going to play a unit.
I'm having fun.
And this is a sign that they've forgotten about Orbital, because there's no way I'm not orbitaling here anyway. So if they play it there, they've forgotten. If they don't play it there, they've just realised that I've actually got Orbital, and they're not going to do that. Yeah, they've just forgotten. So... oh no, they haven't. It heals them up enough. Interesting. So, we can't get to 4, we can get to 3 and 3. So, we can absolutely take out Torian Guardian here, which is what we're going to do.
Get ready.
Eyes open.
Because that's only 62%, so we buff ourselves. Get the range attack on Torian Guardian with a 100% chance.
Chipping this all off.
And then we're going to start just sort of rebuilding our wall.
Fast too.
So get our nutrient syringe up here, heal up. Probably move Tipu. Probably over here. And keep moving this way.
Don't worry. The tree gave us these.
We can still... you know, we could... let's play Maximus and try and get some damage onto the Nectar Vine. Oh no, I've made a mistake, I put him out of range. That might even just be...
1 more minute.
Just kidding.
okay, I guess we just range here.
Want some
We
talus
definitely need to move over this way. So that's everyone that we want, so we just reinforce again, try and find out. There we are, we've got our Furia now. So now we've got that, we can start worrying about trades. This, I think, is interesting, because now Tipu's in range. So again, we can heal Tipu, go in, attack, medical recall, play Tipu again. I think this is going to be a hard fought bit for them. So I think Tipu just kills them in 2 turns. So we're also building towards Orbital again. And I know it sounds silly because Nectarvine's going to keep healing them and all that sort of thing, but if they don't... like, Nectarvine can't move. So we can just move into the Nectarvine this turn with 2 tough units, kill them both, and potentially even medical recall the front one. So there's switchback. We knew that would be coming at some point. They can haste it, and they're probably going to try and kill Deadeye here.
I'll order a double.
Yep. There's a good chance. Yeah, there's a good chance of a miss, I was about to say. So Deadeye's probably our medical recall target now. But also, we're not against trying to kill switchback. So we can literally use Deadeye, poke over here, recall Deadeye, play it somewhere else over here, move the game up this way, while also getting Furia onto the battlefield. So I think we're in a really good spot. Our whole bridge is free, so we can just... yeah, so...
The wings were a bad choice.
let's heal Tipu.
Remember, your body won't grow back.
Get Tipu over here to attack. Gets him up to 4, which means next turn he's got the kill there.
My battle mask.
Maximus can just... in fact, let's go here. Melee the Neck Divine. Hit switch back as well.
Perfect form takes.
Taurian Guardian can come in and melee the Neck Divine. So that is now dead. Over here, got a range attack hitting switchback. We can actually potentially even just run again, but I think we actually medical recall.
Good idea.
And then we're going to move Astra to... Astra can just shoot here, we've got a better chance. Move over here,
Whoa,
check our bridge.
careful.
Yeah, just boost
Not a
morale.
waste. Good ammo.
Play Furia over here.
Pain means I'm alive.
Hide this way.
Hopping to it.
I've got plans.
Just attack. I missed one. That's pretty brutal, but again, they've only got 2 units left. We've got 4, like in reserve. That is. They can blink us. They can switch back us to kill him. But oh, that crit. So we can actually use Stitch. What's his name? Tipu to kill Shrapnel this turn. Also be healed. Furia is now stacking up. We can heal Furia every turn. Furia's going to get big enough to deal with their commander. If needs be, we just send Furia out now and kill Jailbreak. And I think we just, at that point, are grinding out too many units for them to win. I think this is a great game. I'm really liking the play in this. We've basically been moving our little fortress from here around to the centre. Beatrice and Taurian Guardian together has been immovable. I mean, we're just ignoring Broken Guardian. Broken Vengeance, sorry. Because there's nothing here that we want to deal with. Okay, there's Florio. So Florio's a threat. So what we're probably doing here then is actually moving a couple of things down here. Please one of these miss. Oh no, they got the hit.
Uh-oh. Something sounds imminent.
Okay, they got the one miss. They've got the blink, so they are guaranteed to kill Taurian Guardian, which is a bit upsetting. But I think with Tipu growing and getting healed, they're forgetting Plink. So if they don't get Plink now... Yeah, we go. I'm glad they did remember it, because I don't want to win through that. But Beatrice can now come over here and, you know, she's going to get hit back by Broken Vengeance, but we're going to deal 4 damage to him in that little exchange. We've got Deadeye to potentially do some damage, so let's just get on with this. Tipu's going to hit here and smash. We're going to move over here and heal Tipu.
Watch how to use this.
Furia moves down here. Because this doesn't have armor, does it? No. So... Oh, it's blocked. Oh, that's awkward. So I guess we're going to kill Jailbreak. We missed. Oh dear.
Don't worry.
So.
The tree gave us these.
This is very awkward now.
Bravery
So
requires teensy breaks.
there we go. Killed both of them. Max. Basically now we're going to be spreading out to try and avoid taking more damage than we need to from a Florio Lancer attack. So Maximus can move over here. Fury's in a lot of trouble.
Come on, I'm having fun.
I guess we Deadeye, haste Deadeye, range attack anywhere, and then move up here.
Dead ahead.
Release Ozos on yourself just in case we need it, and then
Don't
just
need a share. How's your depth perception?
move just here. Okay, so we're still doing well. We're not too bad. We're only 2 turns away from our Into the Breach. They can probably just kill Beatrice here most of the time. If not, we're going to be looking at moving Beatrice towards Stitchy McPatchy and trying to get healed up that way. Furia lost the combo potential because I think we just needed to kill something. Ideally it would have been Florio, but we didn't quite have the range. So now it's just a case of can we kill Florio before they can use him to kill all of us. With them having multiple melee units, us having multiple range units, I think we can. Jailbreak should have been dead if I'd have played it a little bit smarter. I could have used Deadeye to put the Ozos onto Furia, but I just didn't think we'd miss. Yeah, so this puts us down to 1, but that's fine because we don't die to 1. Plink doesn't kill us. They need to play a unit with 2 damage, haste it, and run at us.
Look who's in charge now.
Okay, yep, they do. Tari Arsenal. Again, they need to haste Tari Arsenal to kill Beatrice. That doesn't do it.
Never gets old.
I I think they've used everything here. Yep, they needed a crit there as well.
Uh-oh. Something
So,
sounds imminent.
we're fine in this situation right now.
How
Disruptor, where are we going? Sure. Yep, punch us back. That's fine, you've basically placed one of your characters in the middle of our lines. We've got multiple things, so I think we're probably going to be looking at trying to kill Jailbreak here.
Anger is petty.
Furia's not going to be doing her job at this point in time. So, let's get
Eyes open,
down here.
tails behaving.
What's our chance at 92? So we Ozos onto that.
Breathe flow.
100 there. 92 there. I think we probably just move in. So with it, we're not going to take too much damage on Astra for this, but what's our current? 57, so I think we move here. With 88. Stick to McPatchy's is going to heal Tipu. Tipu comes over here. We boost morale.
Not a waste. Good ammo.
Play our Aegis Defense Dome over everything. Bring Maximus over here. A couple of shots up onto Esley, and we're going to move back this way.
Present and sterile.
Stitcher McPatchy's going to move over here. And just try and be on the sidelines.
Come on, I'm having fun.
I guess we into the
Wake
breach
up
the dome.
and
I didn't
smell
mean
the
to do that,
cinder.
but I should have saved the Cinder, but we've got our Bombard next turn. They've got no models left. This is everything in their list.
Boom.
So they've got Taria versus Maximus down here. If we can get 2 hits, we just bombard it to death. We're going to be rushing down these things. I don't think they've got anything left. So this is only going to do 2 damage rather than 3 on almost everything.
Matador does it.
And we've got Stitching McPatchy over here to start healing things. That's costing all their Cinder per turn.
Never gets old.
This is all fine. If they don't run away here, Tipu just one-shots it. Because Tipu's got his way up to 5. This is what we're talking about, making Tipu a sort of an eternal threat in this situation. So we've got the Bombard. We're probably just going to be going to kill Florio because that's their best way of winning the game here. Orbital can hit these 2, which is perfect. It's what we want. We've got the Blindsider and Florio. They're their 2 biggest threats right now. So let's go for these.
Love this part.
We could use Maximus to actually get in
Like my
really
Maximus.
close and just try and poke a bit of extra damage off of this. Missed, but that's fine. We now medical reroll Maximus.
Smart.
Thank me later.
So then we can move Astra over. Let's move Astra over here. I don't think they've got any hopes of winning this.
It's fine. I'm fine.
Furia can get over this. We've got minus 13%, but should have increased accuracy still. So that's, yep, 100%. Getting over there. Tipu can potentially just run around corners, but
Want some
we've also got this to move over
Talisman?
here. If there's not... So there's not much we can do on that side right now, but if we come over here, Nutrient Syringe,
Oh, wow.
that,
That should be obvious.
I guess we go as ourselves and just get the range damage onto whatever we can hit. We could go for that. Let's go for this.
Something sounds imminent.
Oh, didn't mean to boost morale, but sure. Get 1 damage over here.
How's your depth perception?
Tipu's just running to the front now. Defense Dome is also running over this way. Should have left that in range.
Let's let our hair down.
Let's put Maximus over here.
Missing a massage for this.
So I don't know how they think they're going to beat this, I'll be honest. Like, Florio Lancer is good, but he's dying next turn. Like, almost no matter what. They can disrupt us all they want.
Gotta try this.
They literally, I don't think, have enough damage to kill Tipu from here, and Tipu's going to be running towards them forever. Maximus alone can kill this. And we're going to be using Stitch McPatchy just to run in and heal the defense dome and move other things towards it. Furia now we do want to basically stop attacking with. If we want to try and sort of chain it up, but honestly at this point, yeah, this isn't going to do anything. They can't even spend their last Cinder, I don't believe.
Not a waste. Good ammo.
Yeah, just heal it, sure. I don't know how they're expecting to get out of this situation. This is a very tight spot for them. So Tipu can actually just one-shot here. There you go, that's that job done.
Honestly,
Maximus is coming over here and dealing with Florio Lancer. And we're going to just bring a couple of units over here. There we go, we got the victory. It was a slow grind. I think we were guaranteed to get that for quite a while, but honestly, we didn't even need the Furia combo. We just ground that game out, took them out bit by bit, took out all their units, which is exactly the sort of thing I like to do. So that was really fun. I've enjoyed doing that. I'm happy with how this list is. Again, any comments, any criticisms, feedback you've got, let me know. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, everything like that. It really does brighten my day. Enjoy hearing from people. And other than that, have a good day.